Hello, lovely people. If you want to see how I created this glam makeup look, just keep on watching. So I'm starting off with the brows. I've already groomed them and now I'm using an eyebrow gel from Plouise in order to just draw some fine lines on my eyebrows. And then I'm carving out underneath the eyebrows using the Plouise Rumour base too. This is also an eyeshadow primer and it actually helps the shadows to grip to your eyes very well, and it also helps in better color payoff. So I'm just patting that eyeshadow primer onto my lid. I'm taking a fluffy concealer brush in order to even out the surface of the eye base primer. This will give a very smooth surface for the shadows to work properly. And now I have taken an eyeliner. This is from Peaches and Cream. I think this is called Warpaint, and it's a very nice warm burgundy color as you can see. So I'm just drawing an eyeliner actually, very close to my lash line. You don't have to be absolutely perfect with it because in any case I will be smudging out this eyeliner using a shader brush. Now I'm shading the area using a shader brush. This is also from Peaches and Cream. And I've also taken a little bit of eyeshadow from the Antidote palette. I've grabbed that eyeliner again and I'm going to draw out the edge of the crease. This gives better definition and also will help you to buff out that area later on. And this is an easier way of actually creating a diffused cut crease. I'm deepening the crease area with the burgundy shade from the Antidote palette. So, and then I'm blending out with a warmer tone of brown as well as I think the shade is called Zest. It's a very nice mustard yellow shade. And then I'm using the Peaches and Cream glitter primer, and as you can see it's in a very diffused shape, so you do not need to cut the crease exactly perfectly. And then I am patting on the Mermaze pigment. This is also from Peaches and Cream. It's a very nice glitter pigment, and I'm again shading with that brown shade. And next, as you can see, I'm basically going back and forth with the colors and re-intensifying the colors. Also using a black eyeshadow near my lash line in order to make the area a bit more prominent. I'm also using a kohl pencil, and then the shadows that you had used in the upper crease area, the burgundy and the other mustard yellow color, I'm also going to be using in the lower lash line. And also using a black eyeshadow. This always helps in re-intensifying the burgundy color as well as making the eyes more prominent. I'm curling my lashes. So this is the last step, putting on these lashes. These are TL3 from Tattilashes. And that's pretty much about it. Once the lashes are fixed, we are done with the eye look. Now clean up the sides of the eyes because I'm done with the eye makeup. Now I will do the face makeup. So let's just clean up the sides of the eyes. I'm starting off with the Tacha Primer. So this very well hydrates your skin as well as gives a very smooth surface to work with. This is one of the best primers that I've actually used. It is definitely a bit more on the expensive side, but it will last you long. one jar of it, not jar really, yeah, one container of it is going to last you for a very long time, and the results are really good. So you can see my face, how it's really blurred out any kind of imperfections. I want a dewy finish, and as a result, I'm using the BPerfect liquid illuminator, and I've mixed that with a little bit of the NYX liquid illuminator. So this will act as a very nice base in order to get that dewy finish. So I've buffed it out, and next I'm using the Inglot Foundation. I'm in the shade 77, and then I'm using a big buffing brush. I generally use a brush to buff out my foundation because I feel like that gives a better result as compared to a beauty blender. Though you can always go over with the beauty blender after you are done with the brush. Now I'm concealing the under eye area. Just a little bit goes a long way. And I use a very nice small concealer brush in order to do it. And these are the areas actually that you would be highlighting, like your forehead. By highlighting, I mean that you do not want to attract shade in those areas. Instead, you're attracting light. So those areas become a bit more prominent, like the bridge of your nose, which you want to have a very contoured appearance. So yeah, just the usual areas where I use the lighter concealer shade. Now I'm using the darker contour shades. So this is more for contouring or chiseling out the features that you want to appear shrunken. Basically, you want to reduce those areas. So you can see I have a big forehead. So I'm contouring my forehead, and now I am contouring my cheeks. So the placement of the contour should be a little high above in the cheekbones. I love contouring my nose, as you can see, because that gives a very nice definition to the nose. So just contouring my nose at the moment. Now we are baking our face. I would say just use a little bit of baking powder underneath your eyes. The more powder you pile on, the more it's going to crease. So the secret to having a flawless under eye area without too much of creasing of the powders or concealers is just use a little bit of it. So I would actually bake the areas where I had used the lighter concealer shade. So the bronzer should be in the areas where you've placed the cream contour, the darker cream contour. And I'm just lightly dusting off those areas. And also don't forget to contour your nose, the sides of the nose rather, because in the bridge of the nose you have the baking powder. So I'm just lightly contouring the sides of the nose. And then I'm going in with a very nice corally blusher. I think that color suits my skin tone pretty well. So I'm just going in with that, dusting off all the powders, spraying my face with a little bit of setting spray, using a little bit of highlighter, you know the drill, and finally onto the lips. Actually contouring my lips, yes, you heard that right, contouring my lips in order to give it a fuller appearance. I cannot really do without a lip liner. This is the shade Vibes. It's a Morphe lip liner, so the shade is called Vibes. So I've just outlined my lips, and then you will see me actually shading the middle part of the lip. This helps to give a very nice pouty effect. So yeah, going in with this liquid lip color from Hot Ombre Cosmetics. This is the shade Toasted, one of my favorite lip colors. So, and it goes very well with that lip liner which I've just worn. Now I'm using the Plouise lip base in the shade Solo Nude. Like I said, I'm going to use a lighter color in the center part of the lips because this gives the illusion of fuller lips in case you like fuller lips. This is not mandatory, but if you like fuller lips, you can go for this. I like to top it off with a gloss. This gloss is from Pat McGrath as well as a little bit of Peaches and Cream. And there we are.